Coming up tonight on YCN News, the vehicle accident statistics from yesterday's winter storm. The deadline for healthcare is approaching, and a Vermont woman is awarded for her role in forestry. For more news and weather and sports, it's time for YCN, your local view.
Now, your daily digest of the Dartmouth-Lake Sunapee region, southern Vermont, and Windsor County. News, sports, weather, and all that is happening in our area. The news on YCN, your local view.
Good evening, and welcome to this Wednesday edition of YCN News. I'm Lynn Solomon. Every snowy, slushy picture tells a story. Winter officially begins December 21st, yet Mother Nature must be in a hurry. Unlike the Thanksgiving snowstorm that left thousands of New Hampshire residents eating dinner in the dark or not at all because of power outages, yesterday's snowstorm didn't result in blackouts. Snow fell heavily and steadily from 2 p.m. on, including during the evening commute. By 5 p.m., New Hampshire State Police responded to 82 reported vehicle crashes and 51 cars or trucks that slid off roadways. Fortunately, there were no reports of any fatal accidents. Even so, the snow now on the ground is dense and water-packed. Be careful shoveling, and based on accident reports, check your vehicle's tires for sufficient tread to navigate upcoming storms. Motorists in Vermont yesterday evening were slowed down completely as State's Transportation Supervisor Bill Leach ordered Route 9 between Wilmington and Bennington closed. The accumulation of snow on this east to west route proved too much for even sturdy tractor trailers. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/YCN News Now to learn more. Even as Vermont is waiting another school year to implement its universal pre-kindergarten program, the state got some good news today from its congressional delegation. Vermont will receive a $7.3 million grant, money that could be from a larger 4-year span of a grant totaling $33.4 million for pre-K and Head Start programs across the state. Senators Bernie Sanders, Patrick Leahy, Representative Peter Welch, and Governor Peter Shumlin announced today. Sanders, a member of the Senate Education Committee, worked with the U.S. Department of Education. The two other delegation members and the Shumlin administration to secure the funding to operate the pre-K program. At a time when working families are struggling to find quality and affordable childcare, this grant is a big boost for Vermont, Sanders says. The grant will help Vermont lead the nation in early childhood education as we better prepare our kids for school and the challenges and opportunities of life. Meanwhile, a burglary at a southeastern Vermont brewery early yesterday morning has state police looking for leads from the public. Around 2:30 a.m., someone broke into the Saxons River Brewery on Main Street in this Rockingham village. A small amount of cash and change was taken from the brewery, say police, including a large amount of quarters. Anyone with information regarding the break-in or who notices a person or persons trying to buy items all with quarters is asked to call state police at the Rockingham Barracks. Call Trooper Berry or Trooper Vitale at 802-875-2112. When YCN News returns, we'll learn when the deadline is to sign up for healthcare for 2015.
The YCN News continues in a moment.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Lynn Solomon. The 2015 date to sign up for medical coverage under the nation's health law approaches. If you want coverage effective January 1st, December 15th, next Monday, is the last date to do so. Even if you now have coverage under a health plan bought on the exchange or marketplace and plan to keep it up for 2015 with no changes, you must re-enroll. Go to healthcare.gov to learn more or call 800-318-2596. Look skyward and all around to see a natural sight we may take for granted. We're talking trees. Trees in any season. Now, a Windsor, Vermont woman is one of several people being honored by the Vermont Urban and Community Forestry Council for her work as a tree steward. Barbara Road will receive an Unsung Hero Award this month for her work that beautifies the Windsor landscape. Road's forestry accomplishments can be seen throughout town, for trees planted along Main Street, the town common, school grounds, and at the Old South and Ascutney cemeteries. Road is a founding member of the town's Paradise Park Commission, which manages the town forest. There is an agricultural and aesthetic value to bringing back to life abandoned apple orchards on state property, or nurturing honey locust seedlings to full bloom, all of which Road does. To learn more about the other award winners and the association's mission, go to its website, vermontcommunityforestry.org. As you get set to ring in the new year, be sure you have a 2015 New Hampshire Wildlife Calendar to help plan your outdoor adventures. This award-winning calendar features close-up images of native wildlife, plus hunting and fishing season dates. It makes a great gift for anyone who enjoys the outdoor life. Every purchase helps support the New Hampshire Fish and Game Department's work conserving the state's fish, wildlife, and marine resources and habitats. For the second year in a row, the Association for Conservation Information honored New Hampshire Fish and Game's calendar as one of the top 2 wildlife calendars in the nation. To check out a calendar purchase, go online to wildnh.com. Calendars can also be bought at the New Hampshire Fish and Game Department, 11 Hazen Drive in Concord. The office is open from 8:15 a.m. to 4:15 p.m. Monday through Friday. When YCN News returns, we'll join YCN's Laura James, who spoke with Ron Andrews, Executive Director of Sunapee Cove Assisted Living.
The YCN News continues in a moment.
Welcome back to YCN News. I'm Lynn Solomon. Let's join Matt McDonald for weather and sports.
Thanks, Lynn. Tonight we'll have snow possibly mixed with rain becoming all snow after midnight. Lows will be around 31. Chance of precipitation is 80% and snow may accumulate to 1 to 2 inches. Thursday may bring a 50% chance of snow showers. Highs will be near 34. Friday there may be a 40% chance of snow showers before 1 p.m., then a chance of rain and snow showers. Highs will reach 34 degrees. And now let's take a look at our community calendar. Tomorrow, the Walpole, New Hampshire Select Board will meet at 6 p.m. On Friday, the Cool Yule Holiday Show will take place in Woodstock at the Town Hall Theater starting at 7:30 p.m. Remember, you can submit local events from your community by sending them to news@ycnnow.com. Turning to Manchester Monarchs news, we have a new player signed in for the Monarchs. Paul Bissonnette, 29, was released from the Pirates and will participate in Friday's upcoming game against Portland. He will wear number 15. Friday's game will take place at Cross Insurance Arena in Portland, Maine, and start at 7 p.m. Then on Saturday, the Monarchs will travel to Worcester, Massachusetts for a 7 o'clock game at the DCU Center. And then on Sunday, the Monarchs will travel again to Providence, Rhode Island for a 7 o'clock game at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. YCN News is bringing more Monarchs news in the coming days.
Thanks, Matt. When we return, we'll join Capital Connections' John O'Connor, who spoke with Peter Wright, CEO of Valley Regional Hospital.
The YCN News continues in a moment.